Welcome, we are live. Welcome to this extra episode of Taekwondo. We will be doing something very cool today. I am very excited about it. Is that I'm going to unbox this, gray box, which is a little bit like awkward when you know what's going on. So I see people are joining. Let me just say hello to Frederik and to Renee. Welcome everyone. Very good to see you. So unfortunately, it was a little bit last minute, but if everything is fine and you are part of the Chronicles, then you will have received an email, or alternatively, if you have already signed up for the subscription, then you will also have been notified that we are going live at this moment. Unfortunately, it was all last minute, so I did that everything, but I didn't. I always forget something. That's just part of the deal, I think. Anyways, without further ado, I think that we really need to start the show because, of course, it's a little bit of a different show than normal. No pre-show. We're just going to go straight at it. Hello and welcome again to the show. My name is Petra Verbruggen and you are watching Taekwondo. We are normally every Saturday live from this studio in my condo. But of course, we sometimes have any reason to go live on another day. So, for instance, also today. And in the meantime, if you hear something strange going on, that is because I have a cat that is going absolutely nuts at this moment. Anyways, I see people joining. I see Richard. He says, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I see Renee is in, Freek is in, and I thought that I saw my dad as well. Yep, my dad is also in. So let's delve into it. So before I open it up, let me give you a small recap on what we've done so far on Taekwondo. So one of the things that is a little bit of an issue with the software that I use is that it doesn't have out of the box a way to provide Facebook comments. And Facebook comments are really, really, really important. Especially if you want to engage with people. So that is the reason why I actually last Saturday talked extensively about a script that I made in Python, so that it's possible to just give some indication on like this. Richard was watching me. I can just put it in, and for instance, Conda Cat was something that Frederik said. Indeed, a Conda Cat, great. But that's not out of the box, so I need to do something else. So what I've done is I also kind of scripts, but I have to work on this computer, which is right. Let me just show you it again. Right there. So here you have the computer that I'm running that software on. But of course, that is not what is desired. You want to have everything automated so I don't have to think about going into the comments, etc. So without further ado, let's open the box. So let's get some scissors. And let's show. So this is a Raspberry Pi, which is essentially a small computer, very cheap computer. It's only 35, 40 euros or $40 for zero. But I thought that it would be wise to go with the starter kit so that I don't run into issues like, I didn't have the software, or not the correct software, or not the correct hardware, or maybe something with the wrong case, etc. So this is essentially the box. This is the invoice. Not important. But this is the gray box. And let me throw this here so that my cat can actually play with it, but not the plastic, because plastic he doesn't like. He actually likes plastic. I'm just going to throw it here behind me. But it's not good for him. So let's see what we have. Let me go like this and show you how it looks like right here. So this is the box. It has the Raspberry logo on it, and it actually has here what's in the box. So let's talk about that. So it actually has a Raspberry Pi. Oops, wrong finger. A USB keyboard. You hear my cat. It's always the same. Let him do his thing. USB power supply, which is very important because let me get rid of the cat. Or he is now. Wait a second. Kermit. Kermit. All right. A micro SD card, HDMI cable, and a book, which is a book that is about, you know, some easy projects that you can do with it. So on the other hand, it says everything you need to get started with the Raspberry Pi. So let's open it up for you. This is what it looks like. Oh wow, that's actually very nice. Oops, there you go. So this is, I think, the let me show. Let me check if there are comments here because I'm moving so fast. In the meantime, let's see. Holy shit, that's awesome. FGX says, Be Live TV for your PC. That is correct. That's also possible. So there's loads of reasons to buy this, right? So it is a computer. It is a very small computer, as you can see. This is the computer, but it's also used for other stuff like home automation or maybe even media players. So I see that there are some arrows, so let's follow the arrows a little bit. And oh, this is it. So they already put it in. So let's start to talk about this then for starters. So this. In the meantime, you hear the cat. I love this. So this is essentially the Raspberry Pi, and it actually looks. Let me show you full screen because it's so beautiful. So it is actually. This is the whole system. So if you look at this, this is the whole system, and there are some feet that I have to put in. And what you see here is that it has a CPU and HDMI ports and all other stuff. I think it's really it's actually very nice and very cozy. It has 4 USB 2.0 ports. It has a full-fledged network device, and it really looks really nice. So here you have the power adapter, the HDMI out, and the camera, and I would say sorry, not microphone, but headphone out. So that's how it looks like. Let me put this on, and here are some feeds that we can put on. So let's do that together because yeah, we're here anyway. So let's do that together. And that's 1. That's 2. I'm going to make it as quickly as possible because, of course, this is not interesting, but I know how I am. So if I don't do it now, I will probably regret it for the rest of my life because I forget about it. And then the 4th is right, this one. Boom. All right. So that is exactly what I'm talking about, a very small, slim box. Now going back to the box itself, let me remove this first. Second, then you can get this all out. And here you have on the sides, oh, look at this. So this is the official Raspberry Pi. It also has the logo, power adapter, and all kinds of plugs. So you've got the the UK plug, you've got the Dutch, well, the European plug, you've got the American plug, and the Australian plug. So that, for me, this is the only one that's important for me. So this fits right in, like this. And this is the power plug for the Raspberry Pi, which I will show you right there. I hope that you can see. No, you're not able to see that. That's unfortunate, but there's a logo there. You have to trust me on that. Also, on the other side, we have a cable. This is the HDMI cable. So there's a full cable, also in white, which I like. I love. Wait a second. I love white colors. Also here a Raspberry Pi logo. So they really did some awesome stuff if it comes to branding. I really like that. I find that gives a little bit more of an awesome feel to it. So this is the HDMI plug, so to speak. This is what it looks like. There you go. Remove the plastic covers. We need that in a bit. And the mouse, which is also a nice mouse with the Raspberry Pi logo. In the meantime, let me see if there are some comments. I see that David has joined us as well. David, welcome. Very nice to see you. I hope that you're doing well, but this is all because of the Facebook comments thing that is going haywire, but of course also for home automation, because I love home automation. So let's put this back in the box, clean it up a bit, because I always clean up. No, I'm not. I'm very bad at cleaning up. And it goes further because I also have a keyboard like this, a real keyboard. It feels a little bit like a Apple TV keyboard. Sorry, an Apple keyboard. It's not that great though, but it's still, well, it's awesome. It also has a Raspberry logo, so that's like the thing that I see everywhere is the Raspberry Pi logo. And this is also Raspberry Pi, and it has a 16 gig card with it, so that's great. I was hoping that it was a 16 because let me go here for a bit. There you go. So because there are also with 8 gigs, and 16 gigs gives you a little bit more space to put in some additional work. So 16 gigs, and then you can put it right here, and it is not spring loaded, and you have to have the metal on top, and then you just put it right in like this, and then it should be ready. So you can see it still here. Let me try to give it a little bit more so you can see it right there. There you have the 16 gigs. And this is what it looks like. And last but not least, a booklet, or a book I mean, with some awesome projects that you can do with the Raspberry Pi. So that is all which is in this box, which I really like. It gives you a great feel about what you can do with it. And let me quickly check if there are some comments. Now I have to find the mouse. My mouse. Let me see what Frederik says. Do you need anything extra to hook it up for those comments on Facebook? Actually, the only thing that you need, Frederik, is a network cable, or even, well, it comes with Wi-Fi built in. So you don't even need to put in a network cable. It is a full-fledged system. The only thing that you need to cat is right there. The only thing that you really need to be aware of is that you have to be, of course, careful with it. It is a computer, so you can also misuse it. But for what I'm doing with this is basically everything. So I'm a little bit wondering how things will be going. So let's try to hook it up. Let me remove all of the stuff that I don't need. And then let's see if we can hook it up and see if we can get it working. So again, a full-fledged box with a nice logo on it. A Raspberry Pi starter kit. It sells for less than $100. So it is not expensive. It's for a full-fledged computer without a screen, but a full-fledged computer that does this, that's, I think, very amazing. So let's see if we can hook it up and if we can get it working. We're not going to go through all of the, all the steps of the Facebook comments because we don't have time for that. But we might be able to show at least that it works. So let me put this in. Now, why didn't I okay, let's remove that. Get this here. Let me show you the top. So like this. I'll remove this for a bit. So the computer. So this is the iPad. So you can see how big it is. The computer, the Raspberry Pi keyboard, the Raspberry Pi mouse, like this, and then, okay, this should be it. And then the cable should go in here, the HDMI cable. And now I hope, because I didn't test it, I hope that it works directly on the system. So let me get this organized for a bit. Hopefully the cat is already gone. Okay. Oh, that's not working. Okay, then we're doing it differently. Okay. Luckily, I am a little bit prepared for these kind of occasions. Something is not working the way that I want it. So let me just hook this up quickly. All right. And if everything is fine, then we can get this organized. Put the HDMI here. Turn the thing on. And then we can show the screen. So it has no signal at this moment. Of course, it's not put on yet. In the meantime, let me see what you guys are saying. The first question, Paul Dixon, does it come with an SD card with the system installed? Yes, Paul, it comes with the system, the OS installed. However, you need to install it direct as a real system, but it comes, if everything is fine, it will boot up with a installation screen. And the only thing that you have to do is select the one that you want, and then boom, it should be working. So that is very interesting. Did you see that? Did you see that it just got the wrong mouse? Another question is, or a remark. Oh, let's find it out. Indeed, let's find it out. And the next one is, it should work, but sometimes it does not detect the high resolution from the screen. Well, let's see what it does. If it doesn't, no worries. We can figure it out. It doesn't have to be perfect at this moment. It's just, let's see if it just works. That's the most important thing. So we can put this in here. I hope that I picked the right side up. Like this. Okay. Okay. Let's see what it does. Well, it did do something. It does. It has some lights here. If you, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it has a red light and a green light. It still says no signal. Why that is, I have no clue yet. So maybe I have to give it another. Let me see what I can do about this. So it's now set for Canon. And maybe I should not put it on Canon. Put an HDMI. Hey, there you go. Whoa. It is very small, but it does work. So it says, Noobs, Raspbian recommended a port of Debian, Jessie, and the Raspberry Pi full desktop edition. So let's try to hook that other thing up because I want you to see this. This is the way that I like to do this kind of reviews. In TechCondo, we are not giving you a very nice, perfect video. This is just the way that we together discover how things work, and that is something that I find very interesting to do. So let's give me some time to try to get this organized, because if it works, that would be absolutely great. So let me get this in. This can go out. Okay. Okay. Now it doesn't do what I want, but that's why is that. Okay. Switch it on. It's on. And then try to hook it up into the system, because then at least you guys can see it. Oops. That looks like it's working. Let me see if I can get it working over here. No inputs. Cancel. So this one. Convert. It doesn't work. That is too bad. Let me try to fix this quickly. So add this one. No. Then maybe the other one. That's too bad. That's very unfortunate. All right. Well, okay. Let's do it the other way around, because otherwise it will take too long for you guys, and I don't want to have that. So let's get this back, and I'll just hope that you guys can see it. So it is. So I'll just say what it says, and I'll show you right now. Okay. So here you have a screen that says Noobs version 2.1. And the build is on November 24th, 2016, and it is a Raspbian, and it's recommended a port of Debian, Jessie, and Raspberry Pi full desktop version. So if I click with the mouse on this, I can say install. Maybe if I can a little bit higher, then maybe you can see it then. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, well. Okay, then I say install, and then boom. Warning, this will install the selected operating system. All existing data on the SD will be overwritten, including any OSs that are already installed. Yes. And then it says, welcome to Raspberry Pi. And then it starts to do his thing. So that is actually the installation already, guys. So tell me what you guys think about that. I am pretty happy with this. And again, let me explain to you why this is so important for me. Is that I don't want to have my laptop for doing all these things apart for, you know, showing it to you and not to worry about my Facebook commenting application, but also home automation, etc. Because home automation is really something that I really would like to do more with. This Saturday we will be talking about the Echo Dot and the Google Home, where we will discuss what they mean for non-supported countries like the Netherlands. So, for instance, the Echo Dot is right here, and if I would say something about a soccer club here in the Netherlands, which is huge, it doesn't know anything. For instance, Alexa, how did PSV Eindhoven do?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
She says, sorry, I don't know that one. Well, but if I would say, Alexa, how did the Timbers play?
On Monday, Portland Timbers.
Alexa, stop. So the Timbers, which is the soccer club of, you know, of Portland, that she knows. So that is interesting. So, but that is something for next Saturday, and this is also the end of the review. In the meantime, it will still go strong with whatever it is doing in this. Freek says, I love to see what you're doing with home automation. I will definitely show it to you, Freek. I love to see that. I love to, you know, help you guys with everything, and so I'm also doing this to be able to assist and help. And in the meantime, let's have one quick look how far everything is going. So this is exactly what you have if you are buying that starter kit. You'll have a mouse, a keyboard. Very nice keyboard. It's not the most expensive one, but it feels great. The Raspberry Pi itself, right there, and the cables are all. The only thing that you need to do is to hook up a screen, and this is the screen that I have. And it says error downloading the extracting tarball. Okay, interesting. So that might be that we have an issue. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that is what you do. What you have with the new stuff is that sometimes you will have an error, and of course it's not yet online. So it might be that it needs to have something online. So that's it for now. One more time. Let me see if there are some comments. Do you like this kind of reviews that are not, you know, prepared in the sense that, yeah, you know, that everything is fully put into an edited video, but really straightforward. Freer says, wow, you're rude to Alexa the way you're snapping at her to stop. Well, what can I say? It's just a computer, right? So, okay. Well, anyways, that is it for today. Thank you so much for checking us out. Thank you for having the time. And we will be definitely talking to you on Saturday at the same time, a little bit earlier for the pre-show. But of course, now we don't do that. But we will do that at a later stage on Saturdays, as we will have a pre-show. So come in. We also have a website that is techcondo.net that you can check out to see all the latest and greatest. And this video will also be posted there later. Of course, unedited like you are. Hopefully, you know by now. See you around. See you on Saturday.